Bam! Cheers, everybody. Morning, y'all. Getting our coffee on. It's good to be back, y'all. I've been away in Nashville, Tennessee for a little bit of a business fitness conference, and I'm just excited to be back with you guys, streaming, getting back to the routine, seeing the girls, seeing my wife, all that good stuff. So, as you guys might be noticing, if you're already here on Amazon, I got some promo codes for you guys today. We got some deals, we got some specials because Mother's Day is coming up. So we got some fun promos. If you guys are watching on any one of the other platforms from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, hop on over to Amazon if you want to see these promos, you want to see the deals, take advantage of them, check out the products that I'm going to be talking about. We have everything in the carousel on Amazon, but you're not going to be able to see more details on the products. I'm obviously going to show them to you guys and play some videos and display them, but to take full advantage of it, I think the best experience is to hop on over here on Amazon. And if you're not already, please feel free to follow. So with that being said, let's dig on into it, y'all. So I've got the first deal highlighted, which is for our Fit King leg massager. And the one that I have highlighted, we have two different promo codes. We have one for the actual heated leg massager, which I'm highlighting right now, as well as one for the non-heated leg massager. And before I kind of dig into that, I'm just going to drop some messages here, do some housekeeping. Is it housekeeping or house cleaning? You know what I'm saying? You know that expression? It's like, oh, you got to do some housekeeping or some house cleaning. So I'm going to pull that up, pull up my chat. Uh-oh, where's the chat? Hold up. I gotta renew the stream. There we go. All right, so let's drop some messages in this puppy. And how's everybody doing, by the way? How was your weekend? It's going down, y'all. I feel like it's been forever. I miss you guys. I got to be really honest with you guys. I'm super excited about, just this business conference because I took away some really, really valuable insight that you guys are going to hopefully notice with not only the content that I'm producing and my team's producing, but the way we do our streams, the way we just put everything out there, and just kind of trying to, again, always level up the experience for you guys, trying to deliver more value, even be clearer on our message on, who we're here to help. Obviously, I want to help everybody. And I said this, I set out a goal for over a 100-day period to impact 25,000 lives. And whether that means you want to pay for our programs and services, let's say maybe you can't afford it and you're looking for a scholarship program, just start by going to, I have the website right here, lifestyleoffitness.com, fill out our body type quiz. We'll send you a custom report. And then you can respond to that based on the programs we suggest, like, hey, you know what, that sounds great, but I don't think I can swing that, or it's not my budget right now. Reach out, ask about our scholarship program, and we'll basically send you an application and look at what we can do to help you, because I don't want money and finances to be the thing that holds you back. And then after that, once we help 25,000 people, we're really going to start to evaluate the stress tests on our systems, what worked, what didn't work. So you guys will really be helping with that, and I greatly appreciate it. So anyways, with all that being said, if you have questions, always drop them in the chat, just like I kind of messaged here. And then always, as always, especially when you're here on Amazon, click on the products, check the in link. So like I'm actually going to click on the Fit King. Not only do we have a promo code for you guys, but it has an extra $15 off in link coupon that you don't even see advertised. So you can get it for $85 right now. Actually, after 10% off an addition test, you get less than $85. We got a bunch of promo codes for that. So again, I highly, highly recommend taking advantage of that. With that being said, I'm going to play some video for you guys so you can see a little bit more on all this good stuff. And again, I've been continuously kind of organizing all the content here, getting everything set up so we can just deliver the best experience possible for you guys. And if you have any requests, as always, feel free to say like, hey, can you do a video on this? Or can you do, a stream on that? So what we want to try and start to progressively do is on this channel, I'm going to make things more about like my life, but then on our Life of a Fighter and Lifestyle of Fitness channel, obviously sticking to fitness, sticking to meal prep, introducing you to more of our coaches, doing our weekly workouts, and being able to do more of the meal prep and things around healthy lifestyle, and not maybe kind of touching on more topics than that. If you want to see like more tech stuff and things related to that, this is going to be the best channel for that kind of content. So I just realized I didn't say that. So I'm going to pull up my actual shoppable page so you guys can see the actual leg massage that I'm talking about right now that we have a discount on. Boom, let's pull this bad boy up. And again, we have both the heated version and the non-heated version. So again, maybe you don't want to have heat in your leg massager. Maybe that's, a contraindication based on maybe a condition that you have or a diagnosis or anything like that. So this can be definitely something to consider. But with that being said, let's get our screen share on. Boom. So as you can see, again, it's super simple, easy setup, just throwing it right on. Now, the only downside I will say is my internet is probably going to be a little slow today, maybe a little laggy because of some rain and weather and whatnot. So I'm going to try and share with you guys these screen shares, but I may not spend too much time on them or showing too much of it because it might slow down my computer. If you guys notice too much of an impact on that, let me know and I'll kind of switch it up. I might even, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, y'all. Don't you worry. But I wanted to throw that out there. With that being said, let's highlight and go on over to our other set of FitKing leg massagers. So again, these are very similar. So even with the FitKing leg massagers I highlighted, the only difference between this and the extension is it just goes up to the upper portion of your leg. So above your knee into the lower portion of your quads, which is that part just above your knee, the front portion of your thigh above your knee, which for most of us, if not all of us, can tend to get sore, right? And can tend to be usually what we'll see is when we're sitting a lot of the day and we're not being as active as we should be or could be, then this muscle actually starts to kind of get a little bit underutilized and can get weaker. So just by adding some compression to it, adding blood flow, this can be a really helpful way to just increase some of the stimulus to it. Hopefully reduce pain. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's not medical advice. Obviously, talk to your own doctor. Figure out what's best for you there. But this can be a potentially helpful dynamic at play. All right. So with that being said, also let me know, guys, if it's seeing a little choppy. I'm actually going to ask this in the chat as well. Just in case no one's listening on the, or you're not listening on the audio, I'm curious to see. And then we'll kind of just scroll through. I'm going to go through the promo codes. We'll bounce around a little bit. I'll highlight the other FitKing leg massager promo code we have going. We got a bunch of stuff, y'all. Bunch of good stuff. So with that being said, let's start on over. I'm going to bounce around here a little bit. Ooh, because we're kind of talking about workout. Let's look at the initial force dumbbells because this is one I actually have my B-roll ready to go for you guys. So we'll dig right into that.
In this video, we're looking at the initial force adjustable dumbbell. Now, the cool thing about this is it's not only going from 55 pounds, but look at how we adjust it. You have a turn of the knob and then bam, that's how you're going to be adjusting the weight. And then it literally just slides right out, slide back in. Again, adjust the weight, click it into place. And same thing. Now, one thing I want to show you is how is this working? These two little nodules right here are actually activating as springs or as little presses on these springs right here that are the locking mechanism. So that's what keeps it safe. Super easy. From my experience, this handle is the fastest to swap out. Definitely a recommend. Now, this is also a single dumbbell when you order them. So if you want a complete set of two, you're going to have to order two of them. Definitely a thumbs up, though.
So just to reiterate something, I want to reiterate this point because sometimes I think it can be confusing. Now, hopefully it's not confusing because even in the image they use, it shows a single dumbbell. But I have had people express to me like, hey, I was a little confused. I was expecting two dumbbells. When you order these, the price it's displaying for at least the 15 to 55 pounds for $189.99, that's for a single dumbbell. Sometimes it'll say dumbbell set, and it's referring to having multiple weights in that single dumbbell. So if you want to have two dumbbells, just order two as far as the quantity. I always like to be very clear with that because sometimes people can get a little confused. Even though this does say, and kudos to, again, Initial Force for being very clear, it says single adjustable dumbbell in the actual title, but I always like to just double down and make sure we're clear. It's one dumbbell when you order this. You can get more. Like I would recommend investing in getting as many as you can because they are extremely efficient on space as well as leveraging the weight, but I always like to cover that. So with that being said, let's kind of go through some of our other products that are kind of related to the workout itself. We talked about the leg massager. Let's see. We talked about let's talk about our Cespetar headphones and the earbuds. which I actually have right here. Now, I'm going to be super transparent with you guys. If you could tell from this awesome color, these are my wives. My wife's. I don't have multiple wives. My wife's. And the reason they're in here is A, because I was talking about them, but B, I actually use these more than my own. And the reason being is the fit on these. I think they're a little bit wider, so it's a better fit in the ear, and they have the stem is a little bit shorter. So for me, when I'm taking off like my shirt or a hoodie in the middle of a workout or something like that, ooh, do you have a discount code for multiple Ys? Right, Luda? That's a special code for another kind of website. That's not for this one. But yeah, Luda, I see you. First off, bro, let's just pause for a second since we're talking about earbuds and music. Some of those new songs that you added, man, and just all the songs, I've been bumping to so hard. I can't wait to go to practice tomorrow night for my guys over at Road Combat, guys and girls over at Road Combat Club. We're going to be bumping like that song Elastic. Ooh, speaking of which, you know what, Luda? Yeah, Christina, what's going on, girl? Hey, how you doing? All right, for those of you that may not be, I feel like for the one person maybe that's not familiar with Christina, Christina's an amazing, obviously, live streamer here on the platform, great coach, great fitness professional. Christina, if you want to drop your info, website, all that good stuff, feel free to drop that in the chat. Always love seeing you. Thanks for dropping by saying, hey, girl. Let's bump this playlist. Also, if you guys notice, I'm on my under desk bike right now. So if you hear me like kind of getting a little short of breath, I'm trying to push the cardio, a little bit of a calorie burn. And you might notice like I'm kind of like bopping side to side. So that's what's going down. Hold on, let's get this. Also, Gooey by Glass Animals, Luda. What? That was a great call. I know you said I'd like that, but oh yeah. I don't want to bump it too loud because I don't want to get Amazon or any of these other platforms mad. But man, I've been bumping to this song during my workouts, y'all. If you guys even want to share some of your favorite like songs for working out. Christina, do you like? I'd love to hear if you have like a workout playlist that's your go-to. If you're constantly changing it, any of that fun stuff, feel free to drop it. But going back to again the earbuds, yeah, ChristinaNici.live. Everybody go check it out. It's in the chat here on Amazon. Are you using a desk cycle? I am using the under desk cycle. I think it's 2.0. I don't have it in the carousel though, because this is a particular sponsored stream, some under products, but I have the shoppable video on my profile for anyone that wants to check it out. Super cool. And because it's like recumbent bike style, it can be a little bit lower impact on the knees, on the back, but you can crank up the resistance. This goes up to like 8. I'm at 3 right now, and I'm getting a pretty good pace. My heart rate, let's check the heart rate. Yeah, I'm at like 105. So being able to get like 55% of my max heart rate, nice little steady state cardio in. I need that for my desk work. Luda, yes, bro. Dude, this one's a clutch tool that you can like, especially if you have long calls. I even did a video yesterday. Listen, if you like, you're on Zoom calls. Sometimes I just pace in the backyard or I'll pace in my house. Yeah, I constantly change my music. Rock, alternative, then old school hip hop. I do not like new rap. That new stuff is just great. Christina, I'm with you, homie. Luda, I'm like, now what I will say, my buddy Nick Ludovico, I call him Luda. He's on the chat. He is like a gold mine for music, man. And and not that. Yeah. But I'm with you. I like 90s hip hop. That's like my go-to. Late 80s, maybe early mid, just all the 90s, maybe a little early 2000s. I still bump to. I like you said, like rock, alt for sure, hip hop. I'll even do EDM and like high beat per minute kind of stuff, especially when I'm doing cardio or bag work, because I like that high pace. It helps kind of push me forward. And that's where like even having these earbuds are clutch. Like I usually will rock out to Bluetooth speakers, but when I'm not, I'm going for a run or something like this. I like these earbuds because they don't fall out of my ear. I do have cauliflower ear in my right ear, so the fit on that's not going to work. But on the left side, fits great. And this is one I even use not only for like when I'm doing my workouts, my cardio, mobility, but even when I have to do business calls and stuff like that. Yes, Christina, most new rap is garbage. There's some more underground guys rapping the old school still. Yeah, like, dude, I like Joey Perp. Like I was just listening to. I don't even know if he's considered old school or what his deal is, but like that. Yeah, man. Luda's got all the goodness. He's got all the good. All right, so we'll keep it rolling, y'all. Also, Christina, what do you have going on this week? Do you have any like streams? Are you doing meal prep, workouts? What's your calendar looking like? Plug anything you got going on, homie. Boom, 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 boom. You're old, Droog. What? I gotta look him up. I always appreciate that insight. Let's see. What do we got? Ooh. One thing I do want to talk about is we also have the Quinier leg massage as well. I was talking about the Fit King, which I do have promo codes for right now. But I also want to talk about the Quinier. This is a slightly higher price point. Luda, I'm also definitely going to look him up, by the way. This is a higher price point. There's always that term, you get what you pay for. From my experience, though, the Fit King, even though it's a cheaper price point, almost by like half. It's great quality from my experience. I've had them for over a month now. Never had any issues with it. But if you guys, like Quinier as a brand, put a track or two of his on the playlist. Dude, what? Hold on. Let me look him up right now. I have the playlist open. Okay. Oh, your old Drew. Here we go. Field of Dreams. Okay. Yeah, I hear it. All right, I got you. Yeah, I could totally get that. Yeah, I'm safe. Yeah. You could just tell from the vibe and the pronunciation and the attitude behind the music, like where they're coming from. You know what I mean? It's not like mumble. And listen, I'm not trying to hate on anything. What do I know? But like mumble rap, I'm not a huge fan of. I did a beginner-friendly workout yesterday at 12 Central Time. This week is going to be pretty busy making videos for YouTube, Amazon product videos, but I'm going to try and go live one more time before I leave for vacation on the 10th. Well, first off, nice. Enjoy vacation. Secondly, awesome. Yeah, plug anything you got. Guys, go check out ChristinaNici.live. Puts out great content. And yeah, Christina, I just came back from a business conference in Nashville. And dude, I took away so much awesome stuff like content creation for my marketing plans. Like, definitely leveling up. I'm excited. We're going to not completely shift, but like really steer into a very, very niche audience for a lot of the stuff that we do for our courses and programming coaching. So I'm excited once we impact 25,000. By the way, guys, so I set this goal, impact 25,000 lives. My goal last week, I kind of had this system set up, which was so I'm getting a little sweaty here. It's to have 200 lives impacted as of last week, and then every week doubling it until we hit to 25,000. So this week's 400, next week's going to be 800, 1,600, 32, 6,400, so on and so forth. So we're at just under two. That we're at like 1,930 something, I think, right now, lives impacted, running through the course and all that. So again, guys, we're ahead of schedule, but I can tell as this doubles and multiplies, it's going to be a push to keep up with it. So if you guys know anyone that wants help that could benefit from it, again, I don't even care about the money over the next 2 months. I just want to help people, run them through the course, stress it, test it, see how they do, get feedback, and then use that to be able to improve it and impact your life. Like hopefully make that change. So we're almost about to break 2,000 lives impacted is basically my point. So thank you guys for the support. Shout out to Rogue Combat Club for sharing it with their audience, with their members. So if you're a member over at Rogue Combat Club, you should have gotten an email. Shout out to our physician partnership, Dr. Chris Barton and the whole team at her practice here in Raleigh, North Carolina, for referring patients over and helping us out there, and us being able to help you guys out. And again, if you own a company, if you know a company, or if you're a part of a corporate system that would benefit, we want to help like everybody, but especially I'm like talking to some local firefighters, police officers, EMTs, healthcare system. Luda, even at your work, dude, I'll do it for free. I'll hook everybody up at your job if they want free access to our nutrition course, health course. I just want to impact people's lives. I know if when we do that, the money will take care of itself, because the people that see the results, they're going to share it with their friends. They're going to ask. People are going to want to, invest in themselves for that. So anyways, with that being said, we got the leg massage like I was talking about. This one just gives you a little bit of a kind of a premium price point. The materials are like feels a little bit nicer, a little bit more durable. Just the presentation, I could see why it's that price point. Because my job would love that. Yeah, dude. So like I'll text you the link, and like you could literally just like send this link out to everyone, and they'll automatically get free access to the entire health course. I'll send it to you right now, actually, homie. And dude, again, I don't care about obviously money is an important thing. That's great. But like, I don't care if people pay for it. And I just want them to like do the course and find benefit. So I'm going to send you 2 links. One's going to be our body type quiz. Tell them to fill it out. It's free. Second one's going to be to actually sign up for the course. Again, that's going to be free as well. So we just want to hook people up. Just take care of people, man. Look out for people. People look out for you, from my experience. And if you make an impact, people remember that, right? Let's change the world. That's all right. I'm gonna get off my pedestal here. I've been kind of like ranting about that. And yeah. All right. So I got my extra 20 minutes of cardio in. So I'm gonna slow it down, cool down a little bit, so I don't get too sweaty. Because I also got 45 minutes of my outdoor exercise this morning. Shout out to 75 Hard. Working my 75 Hard program. So of course it started raining on me in the last like 20 minutes, but we just got to work through that, y'all. So yeah, we're at 1,950 people for our course and lives impacted. So let's keep that going, y'all. Again, it's not about the money on that one. It's about just helping people, changing lives. Money's going to take care of itself. Know what I mean? All right. So Luda, I'm going to send you this. And again, guys, me and Gina are going to be back tonight doing another stream. We're going to be talking about some more fun stuff, Mother's Day ideas. Shout out to all the moms out there. And yeah, hold on, let me pull this up. This is my jam, by the way, Luda. Dude, I got to give you credit, homie. You put such a great playlist together. I love the music that you bump to. Boom. I'll add more tracks soon. Yeah. Yas, Broseph. Yas. I appreciate it, homie. Always good stuff, dude. Let's see what else. All right. Luda, I'm just sending you that text now. So first one's just, again, the first one's for the body type quiz. Second one's going to be for them to just sign up for free. Again, share it with like whoever you want in your company. And again, if you guys are watching, you're like, dude, I want in on that. Again, just reach out, drop a message here in the chat, comments. If you don't want to like comment publicly for whatever reason, just shoot me a DM. Happy to hook you guys up. I just want to help at the end of the day. Like, I'm really excited to partner up with the local police department, fire department, add in support. Cause dude, like, man, the healthcare system right now. And again, I don't want to get too much on a pedestal. It's just, we need help. I think everyone just needs help with that. So speaking of which, we're gonna talk about nutrition here for a second. This goes back to the meal prep. And this is where, again, I want you guys to make some requests. We already have some good ideas. Jen and I will be podcasting tomorrow. And we have a guest coming on, which we'll talk about. I'll blast it out in a company-wide email. Thanks, homie. I appreciate it, Luda. And anything like, dude, I'm even willing to add more value. I have like recorded seminars and stuff that I'll happily share with people. Anyone, it's like basically the anti-diet masterclass is what I called it. Anything I can do to add value at the end of the day, man, that's all I want to do right now. For the next 2 months, I just want to give, add value, help people. And, you know, I'm grateful that Ashley and I are in a place. I'm not saying like we're balling or anything. Obviously we still have bills and stuff, but like, I just want to help people, and the finances and the rest will take care of itself, in my humble opinion. All right. So we got, again, the nutritional side. Having the tools to set you up for success on nutrition is a key part. So we got the Geek Chef air fryer. Let's say, like, dude, like I made some crispy, delicious buffalo wings the other night. And dude, I didn't have to add in extra oils, deep frying them, stuff like that, because I was using this. And this actually will even go over how I dehydrate my mangoes. Luda, you know how I love me some mangoes. And now, because I'm on 75 hard, instead of just hammering Reese's all day, which, you know, I'll still throw in an occasional one from time to time, but I really go more to making my own homemade protein peanut butter cups. Or shout out to Quest Nutrition. They have some great protein peanut butter cups, and then just dehydrating my own mangoes. But check it. So just to dig in here a little bit more and to highlight, I wanted to have two different B-rolls playing. Right up here is the chicken wings. Right over here are the dehydrated mangoes. What I actually did, because I wanted to show you guys, like, I think sometimes when we think about, like, you know, changing up your nutrition habits and whatnot, it's like, oh, I have to have everything from scratch. It has to be perfect. Like, I'll be honest with you, no. Sometimes I don't have the time to make fresh chicken wings, like, with my own sauce and whatnot. So I bought these from the store. Straight up from the freezer. They already had the buffalo ranch sauce on. I threw them right into the air fryer toaster, threw the settings on, be able to throw it on air fryer. I put it on 20 minutes, I believe, and 10 minutes about halfway through. I just flip them, got them nice and crispy, and they were amazing. So I wanted to share that with you guys specifically for this one, so you guys can understand, like, again, even as a health professional, this is what I do for a living. Ideally, it's great to have organic and fresh and make your own sauce and do all that stuff, totally. But sometimes, based on time and bandwidth and what you have going on, this might be the best option. It's about making the best choice and the best option you have at that time. And being able to have the Geek Chef air fryer toaster can help leverage that a little bit more, have it a little bit more convenient. You don't have to worry about like preheating it and stuff like that, which to me was pretty awesome, because that's one of my hesitations when it comes to using the oven, which I still use at times. It's just like, I don't want to have to preheat it and wait. It adds more time onto it. So literally dial it to 20 minutes, throw them in, flip them halfway through, and you're good to go. And even that, you technically don't have to. I just like to. Now let's slide over to the mangoes here for a second. Looking at these, this is again another one. I'm a huge fan of dehydrated mangoes, but from a cost perspective and also from like a kind of portion sizing perspective,
I can spend a lot of money and I can also eat way too much of them. So what I decided to do is, again, get the frozen ones and just throw them in. Now, what you'll notice in this one, they got a little crispy because I put them in for 3 hours straight. What I would recommend after doing it since then is being able to do them from a half hour at a time, let them sit for 10 minutes, flip them, do it for another half hour, then let them rest for like 10 minutes and then see where they're at. And then maybe an hour and a half in usually is gonna be good. I did it for 2 hours this last time, and it came out, again, great, not as crispy on the edges. These were frozen from chunks. What I also did is I got some fresh mangoes now, and I'm gonna slice them up longer and thinner, and I'll shoot some B-roll for that as well if you guys wanna see that, and dig into some of the differences when you lay them down and what it can look like. But I wanted to share that with you guys because I'm a really big fan of leveraging the air fryer and toaster, not adding the calories from oils, and being able to have the versatility it can provide with so many different things.
Bam, y'all. All right, so now I'll shift those gears a little bit. We'll see if I have any other nutritional kind of stuff that I can dig into. Otherwise, we'll keep it rolling right along. Let me just double check. I feel like that's the only thing we got nutritionally that's like a good meal prep tool. And then I just have like a bunch of other kind of like fitness related or like miscellaneous stuff. I'll dig into, like, we even have like a cool car phone and tablet mount that's great for like road trips, especially when we're doing a road trip coming up probably to New York soon. Shout out to all my New York peeps. I might be coming up for a surprise trip in like mid or early June. Just driving. I might fly, actually. We'll see. We'll see what goes down. But let's actually shift those gears. We'll go to the other kind of fitness stuff that I have here. Some of the either like miscellaneous things or just like non-traditional, like a scooter, for example, getting outside with the weather getting nicer, those kinds of things. The scooter can be a really, really fun option, especially if you got kids. Like, this is starting for 8 years old and goes all the way up to adults. And I think the max weight for this particular one is 220 pounds. So if you have a kid that's like, let's say they're really into gaming, like I love video games. Like me and my buddy Luda, we can talk about games for a long time, ever since we were kids, right? And, sometimes it's hard to get outside, get away from the video games, especially if you're a parent and your kids have been so like immersed into that world, especially nowadays with tablets and phones and all the gaming, live streaming, everything's kind of built around it. So I totally get that component of it. So sometimes finding, let's say they don't want to go for a walk. Let's say they don't want to go like on a bike or skateboarding or stuff like that. Maybe they'll enjoy getting a scooter and getting outside, just trying different things to get them outside and to not like force something onto them, but find something that they can enjoy. From my experience, can go a really, really long way. So that's always how I like to try and think of it and pose it and share with you guys, is like, hey, what's something that not only you will enjoy, but maybe your loved ones, kids and things like that will enjoy. So it's not as forced and it's something they'll actually want to do. So with that being said, let's do a little screen share here. I'll show you guys some of my favorite parts to this, because this is like, it's got some cool features, and like, for example, here you could see it's got I'm going to show you here in a second. It's got a little kickstand. So nothing outrageous about that. I just think it's a cool little bonus feature. But here's the big one, this collapsible kind of switch right here. So you push that, it folds over, collapses so that you can throw it in your car. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's got adjustable handles right here. I'm going to stop screen sharing, just so that it's not going to slow up my internet too much, because I got like Wi-Fi is a little spotty here at times because of the weather. It's a little like rainy and Magoo. So I got to like actually plug in and get hardwired back in, because anyways, we don't have to get into all the details there. But point being, this can be a great option. Like, and maybe to me, it's one of those that you kind of quote unquote think outside the box, just to be able to see like, okay, this is something that maybe my kids will enjoy. Maybe they'll actually want to do. So that's the only, like, usually why I like to like pose that, because it's something that might be able to actually get them going at the end of the day. So with that being said, let's shift gears here. Let's see what other kind of fun stuff. All right, so let's pull this up. We'll get into, let's get into the Govee lights, because this is actually one that I use for workouts that can be really, really valuable, that you might even like kind of be like, what? I didn't even know that was a part of it. So I'm going to show you guys the Govee lights. I have two different Govee lights in the carousel. We have the lights right here that are slightly cheaper price point, that don't have the video camera component. And the actual camera component is more for like hooking up to your screen. So if you're watching a movie, a show, you're playing games, there's actually a setting that you can put in that will allow you to like match basically the colors and the rhythm of what's being displayed on the screen, which this one doesn't have. And then I also have that one on the carousel. We'll dig into it here. Now, again, for these Govee light bar setup, the cool thing is, again, it has a vertical holder. You could just slide this right in, or it has an adhesive on the back. You can kind of rest it horizontally on the wall or just have it facing straight up. Now, you might notice I have it just on regular reading mode because I want the lighting feature for my actual content creation right now. But this has an app you can download. I can pull it up on my phone, and I'm actually going to show you guys in real time how you can adjust it. Because the cool thing is with this, it's not only like a set light that, you know, isn't kind of dynamic, but this actually has like audio settings where I just change the coloring, and now based on me talking, see how it's changing the rhythm and the pattern? I can put it on vivid and change how it moves, put it on rhythm, put it on strike, put it on vibrate. And cool thing I use this for is like working out, honestly. So when I'm training, being able to put on a music or a playlist, having it connect to my phone, and then having the music to match that actually really helps me from like a visual standpoint to get kind of amped up. As well as the cool thing, this has a camera that comes with it. You can sync it up to your TV or your monitor or whatever kind of screen you want to use it, and then you can put it on video mode. So like right now, I'll put it on video mode, and I have it set up on my monitor. My monitor has like a bluish purple background, so you can kind of see that's what it's displaying. And it's picking up on my audio, but if I had like an action scene going on, or I was playing video games, it even has a gaming mode, it has a split screen mode, so that it can pick up different inputs from like the right side of the screen, left side of the screen. This thing's, again, it's just got so much versatility, and I think it's so cool. And I just highly recommend it from the fun and the function standpoint. Boom, y'all. Back soon. I guess for whatever reason, literally your last message, I guess Amazon's like, yo, don't talk about corporate, or I don't know. But what I'm going to highlight now is we're going to stick with the kind of fitness theme here, but we're going to shift gears to some more like accessory auxiliary pieces, like the wrist supports that I have in the carousel. I'm going to highlight really quick, which also have a discount. They have 15% off, and they have their time and place for it. And that's what I'm going to kind of dig into with this video, is like saying, hey, like, where could this make sense? Where would this be something that we want to use? In this video, we're going to be looking at the AirPop wrist support straps. Now, these are actually really cool and can be really beneficial if you do have chronic wrist issues or anything like that, and you want to have some additional support. So you just kind of hook your thumb right through here. You're going to wrap it around your wrist to give you some added support, as tight as you like and as it feels good. And it can help you kind of, again, keep that alignment in your wrist, give you some support. There's pros and cons to this, depending on, again, what's going on. If there's an injury there, again, talk to a physical therapist or a doctor. This isn't medical advice, but this can be a great tool to help support your wrists and be able to give you that added support when you're going for maximal lifts or pushing yourself. But again, get some more insight. These can be great options, though. I definitely do recommend them. And the cool thing about this is the material is they're not going to hold on to the sweat as much, so you can wash them, and they're going to be nice and clean and sanitized. So definitely a thumbs up. Bam, y'all. So that's just the variable to consider, is like, again, that supported component. And just keep in mind that anytime you use a support like piece of equipment, there's going to be the pros and the cons. There's going to be a potential tax to pay, meaning you might become reliant upon it, is the thing I always think about. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, or if you know how to properly and strategically use it, that's where it comes into play. So if you're unsure, I always recommend get with a pro. Meaning you don't have to, like, again, whether it's us or somewhere at your local gym or wherever it is you're training, doesn't mean you have to sign up for like a dozen sessions. Just get like one session, or like sign up for like a month of whatever, like maybe book a call, a consult call, whatever that can look like, and just be able to pick their brain and have that additional support. Because while this is the biggest thing I hear from people, is like, oh man, yeah, but that's like a lot of money to do on this. You know, it's a lot of money when you get injured and you can't work, or you hurt yourself, or you're actually straining. That's what to me is more expensive at the end of the day. The long-term cost of doing something and not understanding the damage you could potentially be doing, even if you have the best intentions. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. So what we'll do is I'm actually going to highlight the other promo code that we have, which is for the car mount, tablet and phone holder, as well as I'm actually using it right now. They're just like regular phone holder. That's adjustable, we can kind of dig into. But let's look at the phone mount. So, I mean, the tablet and car mount as well. In this video, we're looking at the Lamicall phone mount. But the cool thing about this one is it's a car mounted setup. Now it doesn't have to just be for the car, but it's kind of designed for that. Now look at this feature. Here originally it actually comes, I'm gonna show you guys simply how it comes broken apart, where you have these two separate pieces. It just kind of pops in right here. You see this little like ball head pops in right here. And we're gonna use this little secured feature to kind of anchor it and hold it in. So we just pop that bad boy in. You're going to tighten it, and it's literally that simple, super easy to set up. Now, this goes on the back of the headrest, so you can kind of pinch this, and then it spring locks in. So you put this in your car, put it on the headrest, so if you have kids in the back seat, or for any passengers in the back seat, maybe your Uber, Lyft, whatever, this can be a great option, or just traveling on long road trips. And then again, this is not only adjustable for any phone, but also tablet as well. So you can play with it, you can angle it, put it in different positions. It's extremely versatile in my opinion, and I'm super excited to continue to test this and try it in different situations. But to be honest with you guys, I've actually been using this more so on my desk along with my other desk stand, but definitely a thumbs up. Boom. So the one thing I didn't mention in this, I want to just pose something to you guys. So if you've ever been, shopping for a new car, even a pre-owned car, and you're like, oh, well, I want to add in a new feature. Like, let's say you want to add in a mounted headrest with like a TV in it. Dude, it can get so expensive so quickly to just add those kind of features in, when instead, if you already have a tablet or you already have a phone, you could literally spend $20, attach this to the back headrest, and use what you already have. Instead of spending like over $1,000 or more, or around that range to like install a headrest and doing all that fun stuff, then you have to give up your car for a bit of time. Like all those fun pieces, literally spend like $20, use a tablet or a phone that you already have, and boom, you're good to go. And again, the idea of like whether you're an Uber, you're a Lyft, you want to level up the experience. I promise you'll get, well, I can't guarantee or promise that because obviously I don't have control over these things. But from my opinion and perspective, if you're like an Uber or Lyft driver or anything like that, if you put a tablet in the back and you let them kind of like have that mounted and play with it, dude, like I would imagine you'll get more tips. Now I understand maybe what you're saying is like, oh, I'm worried about someone taking it. I can't speak to that as much. That's not my area of expertise, but I always think from like that entrepreneurial mindset of like, how can we add more value for the people that are like rolling and riding with you? Or just even if you're taking road trips, like we live in North Carolina, we're going to drive up to New York. Or we have driven up to New York in the past. We might actually fly this next time. And like having two young kids, having them in the back seat, we have tablets set up for them. So on the longer rides, they can at least be able to watch something or interact. They like playing like games, like spatial awareness games or puzzles, things like that, which can be a lot of fun, especially on longer trips. So this is a cool product that I thought about. And then just keeping in mind for that dynamic of it. Also, while we're kind of on this, there is the bike mounted holder as well, which I just saw this was part of the promo code, and I wanted to highlight because I do have bike enthusiasts. I have clients that cycle. So I thought this was a cool one that you can, I'm not saying you should be like watching something while you're on your bike. That's probably not the safest move. But let's say you want to like listen to a podcast or have a YouTube video playing that you want to listen to, and you can still ride or have your phone mounted so you don't lose it. Or maybe it's a GPS navigation system or anything like that. This I think can be a really cool feature that I just wanted to highlight really quick. So before we kind of move away from this product, I just clicked on the Luxigo shower heads. I actually wanted to also highlight the phone mount as well for the desk, which I have that's what I have right here. Wait for it, y'all. Building the suspense. There it is, the adjustable cell phone mount and carrier. So this thing is cool because it's super simple, right? It's like simple, easy to use. It's adjustable, so you can move it up and down. Goes up to an iPhone. This is the iPhone 12. I forget which version, but holds it perfectly. You could do it horizontal or vertical. It's got these nice little hooks, and it's got like a little gripping material here on the bottom, so it's not going to slide on you or scratch it. And then on the back end, smart little, just I think kudos to the engineers and the innovation side of it, is it has space where you can put your cables through. So if you want to charge your phone, which I don't need to right now because my phone's fully charged, but in the future, or just in general, if let's say you need to have it plugged in, it won't get in the way. You have it on the back end. It makes it look nice and clean from my experience. That's the one thing I have like a lot of wires and stuff throughout my, home studio kind of and garage setup that I really am continuously working on cleaning up. So when I see anything like this to help keep that stuff organized, I love it. I love it, y'all, because it's very, in my opinion, from my perspective, it's kind of stressful and annoying. And the more clean you can keep it, I think the better overall. So with that being said, we're going to kind of keep shifting gears here. We'll look at what else? Let's shift gears. I talked about, or I highlighted before, the Luxco shower head. I want to make sure I'm kind of digging into, we talked about that. I want to get all the fitness stuff kind of covered from the different perspectives. Let's talk about the workout gloves. These also have 32% off right now. Now, these, again, I'm not saying, I actually, to be super transparent, I don't use these, to be honest with you guys. This is more, in my opinion, not aligning with the goals I have set for myself, but this can be a great product depending on what your goals and what's important to you. If you want to protect your hands, not have calluses and things like that on them, this can be a great tool. So let's kind of break this down.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the Glow Fit workout gloves. As you can see, they have the cutoff fingers. And what this is really all about is having the actual grip support and this little like tactile material here that helps get you a better grip. Now, if you don't want calluses on your hands like I have, or you feel like your grip is the failing point, and you want to kind of be able to work past that, these types of gloves can be a great asset. The cool thing about them is also they have a nice stretchy material. They're breathable on the back, so you're not going to be able to necessarily get all that sweat and funk holding into them. But what I will say is when you're using these, this is not going to long-term improve your grip strength. You're relying on the actual material to help you grab that bar or whatever it is that you're grabbing. So the benefit is you can potentially lift more weight, which is going to help your gains. The downside is you may not be conditioning your hands and the grip itself. So just pros and cons there, but definitely a thumbs up if you want to be able to work these benefits.
Boom. And that's always, I think, what I like to try and do with the videos and the content I create for you is just to share the perspective, like what might be beneficial, what might be the cost or the tax of it, and understand if it's a good fit for you. So we got that kind of down. Let's talk about this. Dang, this is 50% off. I haven't seen it this price point, period. So this one's not as much related to fitness. This to me is more about like lifestyle and stress management. And this is cool because it's a car jumper cable system, but it doesn't rely on having another car that you have to kind of connect it to. This has a power source in and of itself. So if your battery's completely dead and you don't want to worry about like draining another person's battery, which I've learned, if the battery's too far dead, it'll actually drain the other person's battery and it won't actually charge yours. This helps jumpstart your battery and it won't actually do any damage. Check this out.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Fantech Apex charger and battery system. So this is a really cool and very functional tool that is great for, again, obviously jumping your car. Now, the cool thing I've gotten about this that's different than just jumping your car from somebody else's battery is because it's external power source. And when you hook it up, it comes with those jumper cables. It will not damage this as a power source. Potentially in other situations, I've gotten from mechanics that if you jump it up to a cable to another person's car, it could potentially actually pull from their battery and not actually jump your car if it's too far gone. So that's just something I wanted to highlight and share with you guys. As you can see, the power source is right here. The cables plug right in on one side. On the other side, you also have a USB plug you can cable and plug it into, along with the lightning cable and power source. So very functional. I really think a versatile piece of equipment. Definitely recommend.
Bam, y'all. So again, to me, that's like about stress management, which to me, when you look at an overall healthy lifestyle, it's about being able to, because like some things are going to come up no matter what, no matter how hard you fight. You don't have control over certain situations. So you don't really have control over if you're in a kind of position where your battery might die. Like you could try and again, get all the inspections and have jumper cables and have a new battery, but sometimes ish is going to happen, right? So being able to have tools that help mitigate the stress. It's even like having like a fire extinguisher in the house. I talked about that. We had a fire in the house a couple of weeks ago. Having a fire extinguisher is very helpful in those kind of situations. It's one of those things you don't think about until you need to have it. And if you don't have it, it's extremely stressful. Even when you do have it, it can be stressful, but it can help with that. So I'm going to kind of go through here and look at, let's look at, especially now the weather's getting nicer. Camping is starting to get more on the table, I think, for a lot of people. So let's talk about the King Camp self-inflating mattress. This thing is dope. I'm a big fan of this, even though I don't use it that much nowadays. I have it right here in my garage. And I think it's cool because it's like the way it inflated is just, I think it's amazing. So with that being said, let's break this bad boy down.
So for this mattress, I actually have it right up here behind me because I figured it'd just be easier for you guys to see it in the shot. I'll actually stand up next to it so you can kind of see from the height perspective. I'm 6 feet tall, so this one's actually like, it could fit me pretty comfortably. The coolest thing I liked about this bad boy is it has a little valve in the bottom. And this was one of the, this is like, I think the second or third product I got from King Camp. And the cool thing I like about it when I got it in finally and delivered was the ability for it to self-inflate, which obviously it says in the title, but I really like take the time to process that. And then when I did it, it was just cool to watch. Like literally, I just opened up the valve. Within an hour, it was pretty much inflated, ready to go. I gave it the 24 hours, which is what it recommends. And I just keep it like that ever since. My girls enjoy playing with it. I actually have definitely used it to nap to test back here in the garage. And I haven't been able to take it camping yet, but I'm really excited to do that and use it with the cot setup that I have. And even like some other brands that I got from King Camp. But I highly recommend this. Again, especially if you don't want to have to deal with an air compressor or things like that. You just literally open up a valve that will self-inflate. And as someone that's 6 feet tall, it fits me. It's comfy. Highly, highly recommend it. And the functionality aspect of it.
Bam, y'all. That's a key word to me, is the functionality of it. Like you can, and here's another side bonus, like I was kind of mentioning, is like I keep it in the garage. So if my kids are kind of hanging out with me and it's nap time and I'm still trying to get a workout in, I set that bad boy up, put up some pillows, get a blanket, and bro, they will crash right onto that mattress. Now, especially nowadays, you know, nap time is a little bit more challenging and calculated because my younger daughter is getting older, where she's a little bit more active and resistant to napping. So what I try and do is, if I'm going to do that, I wear them down hard. Like I'm like, all right, girls, we're going to work out. And I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And dude, they'll like legit work out. Like they'll do pull-ups. I mean, I spot them. I'm not saying they're just going to jump up on the bar and start banging them out. Like I'm like spotting them, but they'll lift the weights, they'll move around. I do it safely. Again, guys, I'm a professional, not only a strength coach, but I have a certification with youth fitness and children fitness specifically. So like, trust me that this is something I have like an area of expertise and qualifications in. And I obviously do it safely, but like it's cool to be able to do that. Now, if you notice that your kids are having a hard time, what I've noticed, if you just wear them out, like play with them for legit, like 20 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but 20 minutes straight of like playing on your hands and knees, running around, like, dude, it'll wear you out and it'll wear them out and it'll help them nap, which is easier said than done. Like, especially I spend a lot of my time, you know, now doing like this kind of stuff. So I'm like trying to now make more time to help support my wife with those things. And it can be hard when you're tired, man. You didn't get a good night's sleep. It's hard to be so energetic, but that's from my experience, definitely a helpful piece. So let's kind of look at, I mentioned like pillows and I mentioned some of the blankets. So I'm going to highlight some pillows and blankets that I also like to use with the kids. We have the Mizio electric blanket, which is legit, even though we're going into the spring and summer months. This thing can be helpful for some self-care, for some recovery, for just kind of shut it down at the end of the day. And right now, even though it's springtime, sometimes I've noticed, at least here in the mountains in North Carolina, in the evenings, still get a little chilly. You can still get a little, you know, like you kind of want to cozy up under the blankets. So this can still be a really, really helpful product and thing to have. And even in the summertime months, like maybe you don't use it as much. You don't even have to use the heated component. You can just use the regular blanket feature and it's still clutch. Well, let me actually pull this puppy up. Oh, and this is one of those where I'm actually going to need to pull back up my Amazon shop. I thought I was done with that bad boy. Amateur move. I wasn't done yet. So let me pull up the Mizio heated blanket so you guys can see this puppy. And also, guys, I just uploaded a bunch of new shoppable videos. I think it was about a dozen last week. So make sure you're checking those out. I'm really excited about all the new stuff we got in. I think I got more shoppable videos I'm going to be recording this week and next week, getting more content up for you guys. So make sure you're checking that out on the Amazon shop page here. Definitely clutch. And here we go. Let's look at our Mizio blanket. Brink. Mute that puppy. Share screen. All the screen sharing. So again, this one, and there's two different sizes. The one I've highlighted right now is a smaller size. I'll highlight the bigger size here in a second so you guys can see. It's really just about like color and style too. You have different choices. The remote's super easy to use. It's literally like on, off. How long do you want the timer on? It's like 1 hour all the way up to 12 hours. And then there's also 1 to 10 as far as intensity of the heat. And so again, you don't have to worry about falling asleep with the blanket on because it will actually turn off. And then again, you don't even have to use the heated component of it if you don't want to in the summer months or the spring months when it's getting a little bit warmer. But I do want to also highlight some pillows we have here, especially for the outdoors and the outdoor, maybe you have like outdoor furniture, setups like that, being able to have the outdoor pillows that I have here by Moulet. I think I'm saying that right. I'm horrible at pronunciation. Let's break it down though.
In this video, we're looking at Mulet's outdoor pillows. These are the hypoallergenic, and these are in a varying degree of sizes. I have the 22 by 22 size. And the thing I love about these, because they're meant for outdoors, you can actually not worry about when it's the rain, they're water resistant, so they're gonna hold up, as well as being hypoallergenic. So for those of you that have allergies like I do, or you just wanna be mindful and consider your friends that have allergies, definitely a thumbs up. Great for the outdoors, comfy for our sofas, couches, things like that. And you don't have to worry about it because of that water resistant factor. Highly recommend.
Boom, y'all. Boom. All right. So now let's also talk about the indoor versions. Even though, like, again, with the spring months, warmness, all that fun stuff, the outdoor options can be great. Let's also highlight indoor. Oh, wait, no, I already had the indoor. Let's highlight the outdoor. These are the outdoor options. And again, I like the idea of not only hypoallergenic, but the water resistance. So you don't have to worry about if it's like raining or anything like that. You don't have to constantly think about like, oh, I got to bring them in, bring them out. Or what I've seen even before with different types of outdoor furniture, having like little drawers that open that you could put your pillows in and hide them. You could just kind of leave them out. I'm not saying what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just saying you don't have to stress as much about potentially having to drag them in, drag them out, and just like play with that. Especially if you're a forgetful person like me, that's maybe one more stress point you don't want to have to worry about. And then the other one I wanted to share with you guys when I was talking about pillows is the NT Bay pillowcases. We talked about the pillows themselves by Mulet. Let's look at the pillowcases by NT Bay. I got the body pillow, and then we also have some different size also, like the King, Cali King. What I will say, pro tip from my humble opinion, is if you get the Cali King size, those cases come in a pack of 2 versus if you get the body pillow size, they only come in 1. And I'll play this in the video. You guys will see. When I got the Cali King, wait to do laundry to be able to cover up the pillowcase, which for me is pretty clutch. Let me just pull this puppy up here. Where did my pillowcase go? Where did it go? And then also we're going to talk about another gift idea for the moms out there that I think you guys are going to like. Here we go. Here we go. So let's check this Cali King size out. So again, it came in a set of 2 instead of just for 1 with the king size. So this is definitely, in my opinion, a pro recommend. Bam, y'all. So I just wanted to share that with you guys so you can see a little bit of it. And again, they have a variety of different colors. You have different sizes, so you can find what's going to make sense for you. And with that being said, let's keep it rolling, y'all. I'm going to see if I have any other kind of like sleep hygiene, recovery, self-care things. I don't think I have anything on like the pillowcases, stuff like that. So now we'll shift gears and start to bring it home with some of the other components. Like, for example, this awesome projector, which again, now that the weather's nice, I'm excited to be able to use this puppy outside and get more use out of it. Let me see if I got my B-roll ready to share with you guys.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the VecuPro projector. It shoots in 1080p or projects in 1080p. Now, to be transparent with you guys, this was actually sent to me for free, but they are not paying me to say any particular perspective, but share my own experience. Here you can see what it's coming with, the manual, the setup, and the cool thing you can see right from here is that not only can you project by having HDMI plugged in, but you can actually sync it up to all your favorite streaming accounts. Netflix, you have Bluetooth integration. You can also use the plug-in options here as well. And I wanted to just show you guys how easy it is to focus. We have the focus right up here, and I'm actually projecting it onto the wall right now, just to give you guys an idea of what the quality will look like, because I imagine that's a question. You can mirror your iPhone, iPad, you can hook up your gaming device to this. You can have so many fun things, and I'm actually gonna be doing some live streaming with this experience, so it should be a lot of fun. Definitely a thumbs up, y'all. Easy to use. I set it up in less than 5 minutes.
Bam, easy setup. And again, for even date night. I was thinking about this for like date night, not just for the kids. I was thinking originally more for the kids, but now even for date night, setting up a picnic outside for me and Ash and just having a cool movie, a nice little romantic movie. And even if like the kids are asleep, we can have our like, you know, kind of like we have the like monitor set up so it connects right to our phone. So if they do start crying or anything happens, obviously we'll just get notified on our phone, or you could just leave the door, like the screen door closed, but the regular door open, so we'll hear them. But this is something, shh, don't tell Ashley. I think this will be a fun date night. I also got a really cool gift for our anniversary that I'm not going to say here just in case she ends up seeing this, but I think that's also going to contribute to fun for our date night as well. So I'm really excited about that. So we got that down. Now let's look at some again. Speaking of maybe outdoors and all that fun stuff, let's look at the Soho or the Sojos sunglasses. Now, these are the oversized rounded style. These are not on, these are like actually, I would say like Ashley could probably rock these better for especially the color. These are the pink and brown gradient style, which again, I think Ashley would probably rock these better than me. I mean, I still wear them from time to time, honestly, and I keep them next to my desk to show you guys. I personally like the more square styled sunglasses of the two, and the black on black, which I also have in the carousel. These actually, let's see. These have 24% off right now. So you get a nice little discount. And this is just my humble opinion. You guys can do whatever you want. You could pay for brand names and stuff like that. I'd rather take the price that I would spend on like a big brand name and get like 5 of these or like 7 of these style glasses, like one for every day of the week. So I don't have to worry about if I drop them, if I lose a pair or anything like that. Not saying that you should lose a pair, period. But then to me, it's less stressful. And again, it goes back to like quality of life. I don't want to stress about stuff like that. Maybe again, I'm not saying what you guys should do. If it's important to you and you like the brands, go for it. You invest in you, boo-boo. You do what you want. But I like these again, because even the style, they're unisex. So for both men, women, whatever you identify as, and the fit from my experiences, like even if I throw these on, I always look, I call it like the face dust. Like, do they fall off my face? Like, so if I'm working out, if I'm going for a run outside, if I'm doing an outdoor workout, especially now that I'm doing 75 hard and I want to have sunglasses on, I don't want to worry about these falling off my face. And so far, they've been solid. I've had 2 brands I really like, these and the Sixes style shades. Both of them have passed my fitness test where they don't fall off my face or when I'm running or things like that. And the price point to me just makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm not saying I don't have other style shades, but I haven't purchased them in years, probably almost 10 years. And honestly, like when my daughter, I had a friend over and he had really expensive glasses, like $500 glasses. And he wasn't paying attention for a hot second and she just like snapped them. I'm like, dude, that broke my heart. Obviously we replaced the glasses and that's like not a fun experience either, but it's like, do you, excuse me, especially if you have kids, do you want to worry about that? I don't know. If you do, it's worth it to you. Cool. Go for it. But that's just my 2 cents. Like kids can, be a bit destructive at times. So again, we have a variety of the Sohos. They got 24% off, 30% off on the vintage square ones. Those are ones, honestly, I don't rock as much. I'll be transparent with you guys. I think Ashley rocks those a little bit more. She has those in the car. And kind of going to go through to see if there's anything I missed. I missed a few things that we're going to kind of touch on now. So, like this laptop backpack, which is what I was talking about for Mother's Day. This can be a great gift idea, especially for, the moms in your life or your partner that's a mom of your kids or anything like that. If they're like in school, if they're a professional, they're an entrepreneur, or if they're just like carrying around their laptop content creator, this can be a clutch bag. Ashley said she really, really liked it. So let me do a little screen share for you guys. And I'll be honest, have I used it before? Yes, I've totally jacked this from Ashley and used it. Let's go back. Of course, the second I screen share, it starts to get a little choppy. But again, this one's clutch because it's meant to have your laptop in it. It's got a little charging component to it, which is clutch. And I think style-wise, like fashionable-wise, it's just nice. It's got a nice big pouch in the front. It's got big, spacious in the like regular center portion of it. Obviously, the adjustable straps, all that good stuff. Of course, this thing is freezing because my internet with the rain is getting a little dookie. But it's okay. We're going to work through it. All right, so we're going to just kind of like pull that back. But so you guys can kind of see. And I think this does, like price point wise, it's not going to like break the bank, but I think it's a great gift for the moms in your life, for maybe your wife or your partner, the mother of your kid, anything like that. I'm a fan from what I've heard, even from Ashley. It's great for travel, for work, for your day to day. Let's say you're hanging with the kids and you also want to get a little bit of work done. You want to be able to have this. It can be a great option for that. Even on road trips, like you want to have a bag to pack all your electronics. Like when I went to Nashville, I have a backpack like this just for packing my laptop, my books, my notes and stuff like that. Having all my like charging cables and being able to just charge with an external power source can be really, really clutch as well. So you don't have to worry about like, do I have outlets I can plug things into? If you have an external power source, you can use this to help charge everything, which is pretty clutch, y'all. So what we're going to go into is, again, I have some of the last few products, and this is one that like, I don't know what category to put this puppy in. So this is the disposable face tissues, and this has 10% off right now. I like the packaging it came with. It's kind of funny. Let's pull this puppy up. I figure we'll open it together. And while it looks like toilet paper, which I guess you could use it for that, but it's actually meant for like face tissue. So like, and I like this little like kind of like little tissue right here. Now for sure you can use toilet paper, but like even let's say you got to blow your nose, it's a softer kind of material. So you don't have to worry about like roughing up your nose and whatnot. And then you can technically, even though it has this like roll right here, again, for a TP use, you could even like pull that part out and then just pull it from the center and use it for like face tissues as well, or like, you know, anything like that, which I thought was cool. So I keep this kind of now, like I wanted to wait to unpack it with you guys. I'm going to keep this in my kind of garage for the workouts, my home studio setup, so that if I ever do need to blow my nose when I'm crushing a workout, or if you just like I spill something, because dude, like I do spill. I try not to have like food and drinks in here, but I definitely have like my pre-workout, my coffee, my seltzer, water. Sometimes you spill. Having things like that can be nice. Or just like if the kids come in, they got boogies hanging out of their face. Boom, we got the tissues to quickly clean that puppy up. So let's kind of get into the Luxico shower heads. I've got 2 different styles here that have 10% off and 22% off. So I'm going to share that with you guys. Then we got the Alioth desk fan, and then we'll pretty much bring it home, y'all. We got about like 15, 20 more minutes. I might even have some time to share with you guys a little bit of a workout, showing the adjustable dumbbells if we want to see that, which I think could be cool. And we'll kind of take it from there. Did my keyboard just die? It did, y'all. It's all good. You know why? Because we could charge it and I could still navigate everything I need to without it. It's just gonna take an extra minute. Boom. Let's see if I can plug this in while we're trying to charge it.
Luxico is the, again, kind of like versatility and how I think of it for self-care. Hey, what's up, Caden? How you doing? Being able to just not only have it for like using the beads to filter out the water, which can be great for, again, depending on where your water source is or how you feel about that, that can be a great option. But again, and you can kind of see like the bead breakdowns. I'll show you guys 2 different options here. Having them mixed together at the bottom, or having them at the bottom and then a little bit at the top. But the cool thing I like about these as well, and this is probably the biggest selling point or the biggest like feature that I like about them, is the LED lighting component to these, and being able to change the color of the water. Not actually like, it's not like a dye that's changing the water, it's the light reflects off of it, so it looks like the water is a different color. And you may be asking, like, why does that matter? Like, great question. I got you. When we talk about
super cool, right? Like I'm just going to interrupt really quick because I want to talk about that with the LED light feature to it. The impact of, I just like LED lights in general because it can have an influence on what's called our ANS, our autonomic nervous system. So depending on what color is being displayed, it can bring us into a fight or flight state, which is our like adrenal based system, our stress system, which can be good for like before a workout, something like that, or our rest and digest state, which pretty obviously is good for going to sleep, resting, eating and digesting food, recovery, things like that. Now, the other cool feature to the LED based light, which I'll actually highlight right here, which has 10% off, is it'll tell you basically it changes color based on the temperature of the water. So if it's hot, it's going to turn red. If it's cold, it'll be blue, and then I think it has like purple is like the middle. Let me actually double check. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong colors. But I think it's a really cool system that it has. And this one has an extra 5% off inLink coupon. Hold on, let me make sure this one might actually be the color. And again, guys, that reminds me, make sure you're checking the inLink coupon because it has, sometimes they'll have like discounts that are not even being featured. Oh, the ones I have right here, they're actually neither of these are the LED ones, but if you look by Luxico, because I have different shower heads, they have the LED feature in them, which is super cool. And again, it'll change color based on the temperature of the water, which I think is just a super cool feature. Like, especially when I first started, giving the girls a bath, and it's like when they were like, especially Lena when she was younger, before Tessa was even born, I get so freaking nervous about if I was going to burn her. The temperature was too hot. If my skin sensitivity was different than hers, like I always had to like ask Ashley, like, hey, is this good? Could just like check with a thermometer, but also I think having this like will let you know which temperature range is in, which is kind of a cool feature. And it's just kind of fun to play with, in my humble opinion. And like lastly, let's kind of get into the Alioth desk fan, which I'll pull up right here. We'll break this puppy down. And then after that, we'll kind of bring it home. I might have a little workout I can share with you guys. And yeah. And then maybe if you guys have some questions, we can dig into some Q&A. And then again, Gina and I will be back. At least I know I'll be back. I'm not sure if Gina's going to tag in on this one tonight for another stream, so I can kind of get in on the fun with you guys. Wait for it. Building the system.
We're going to be talking about the Alioth desk fan that's also collapsible and portable. So the cool thing is, as you can see, it has this collapsible feature, so you can make it a little bit more portable, as well as underneath. One of the things I really like about this is these gripping pads that allow you to put it on your desk so it can grab a hold, not slide on you. Once you put it up into position, you can again adapt the angle. You have your button right here, just conveniently placed. From an aesthetic perspective, I really like this. And again, it has its low, medium, and high setting. And then again, you just hold it down to power it off. And one of the things I wanted to show you guys, because it took me a second to find it, is the charging port right under the fan. Very convenient, again, portable and great for your desk or even in the car if you need some air circulating as well. Definitely a thumbs up.
Bam, y'all. Again, it's like sometimes I think it's like the little pieces, like the non-slide pads on the bottom. It's like some of that ingenuity is just massive. So I don't know. I think that's like a cool feature. So now it's pretty much all the stuff that I have in the carousel. I'm going to highlight a few things I might have missed, like the laptop stand that swivels. This one I actually this one is just by the same brand that I have the phone mount and the car tablet mount for, and it has additional discount and coupon for. So I wanted to share that with you guys with the promo code that we have going on. I'm going to highlight. I had it highlighted before, but we have, again, a promo code you can claim right here for an extra 10% off discount. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 15% off for the phone mount. So I'll highlight that really quick. We also have a 10% off coupon for the Fit King leg massagers as well. So you can take advantage of that puppy. And yeah, y'all, I'm going to kind of keep this up. We'll cycle through things. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to keep the stream going for about 15 or so more minutes. What I'll do is I think I'm going to play some B-roll of some workouts, highlighting the adjustable dumbbells, which I'll go over here in the carousel, and just highlight some of the fun uses that we have with them that you guys can kind of get an idea, some inspiration from, because they're super versatile and really a lot of fun to be able to use, from my humble opinion. You guys can kind of share your thoughts on that as well. I'm always curious to hear what you guys think. Let's see. I wonder if there's anything else I might have missed, y'all. Tell me if you guys got questions. You want me to break stuff down. You know I like talking, so I can clearly just continue to rant. But I want to deliver what you guys want to see. You know what I mean? Give the people what they want, as it were. Let's see. Let's pull up one of our workouts. Now I've got my also keyboard plugged in, so we can get into that. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Nope. Whoa. All right, there we go. Now we got our total body workout. Got the adjustable bench, adjustable dumbbell workout. Let's play that. We'll kind of rock out to that for a little bit.
Workout time, y'all. We're going to mix up some pre-workout. You got the kids hanging out with us today. Right, Max? You going to get your workout in? Right, Leo? Right, Tessa? We going to get our workout in? No? Okay, you don't have to. You can just hang out. You're going to go with half a scoop. You guys are curious? Got my DotFit NO7 Rage pre-workout. You guys want to know more about that? Let me know. I'll share the resources with you guys. Also, that reminds me, I can even do a free supplement screening assessment to see what kind of supplements you should be taking if you're interested in that. Right, Adam? Right. Right, Maxwell? No, you can't go on the bike, buddy. It's too dangerous, right? No, I'm just recording it so that I can use it for B-roll. Because I'm going to use the new adjustable bench they sent me. Why? Yeah, you can go.
I don't really have to leave yet, but
You can just go and like drive or hang out. Yeah. What do you want to use? No, you can use the other bench. Hey Max, I specifically set up this one for you, homie. You can use that one. Here, use this bench. No. Maxwell, use this one, bud. No, we gotta use this one, dude. The only reason I say use this one is because this one is closer to all the heavy weights.
Alright, you need square, okay?
What do you need?
You need like a square.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually bring this up. That's a good point. Oh, those are stuck up there, Leo. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool, right? Isn't that so cool? Yeah, that part's heavy. You want your own band? Here, Max and Leo, do you guys want your own bands? I'll get you some. Come on. Check this out. I got a box of toys over here. You want some of my box of toys? These are adult, like, workout toys. You can play with them, okay? Go, Maxwell. Go, Maxwell. Go. Go, Tessa. Go, Tessa. Go. Go, Leo. Go, Leo. Go. 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 That's it. Break it down. Put your pull-ups on, Max. I see you.
I'm trying.
You're doing a good job.
I got really fast.
Oh, I see that. Look at that speed. Hey, Leo, did I tell you you have an awesome shirt on, by the way? Do you know who the Notorious B.I.G. is? We're going to put on some Notorious B.I.G. for you since you got that shirt on. Okay?
I have speed power.
Yeah, you got speed and power. I see you. What about you, Tessa? Tessa, you got speed and power? Where'd I put my coffee? Uh-oh, we gotta get my coffee, y'all. Uh-oh, it's all the way over here.
Alright guys, Grandma, he said. Okay? So. Now train and do what he said.
Get it, Leo, get it. Get it. Yeah. Good. Look at that speed. Woo, I see it. Tessa, you see that speed? Can you do? Oh, careful. That one's really long, so you gotta be careful. You don't want to. All right, y'all. So I wanted to pause for a quick second here before we're kind of getting back into the workout. And I just want to see, do you guys got any questions? Not just like working out on the products in the carousel, but like, I don't know, anything. I always love to hear from you guys, see what kind of questions we might have, especially we got about like 10 or 12 more minutes here before I'm going to jump off. I just want to kind of like see if there's anything I can dig into, go over. I don't know. I just kind of curious. If not, we can get back into the workout and give you guys some ideas on like what that can look like, especially with the adjustable dumbbells, with the resistance bands and a bunch of the products that are in the carousel. But I figured I'd at least kind of like see what questions there might be, if there is any, or if you guys just want to talk about some stuff. You guys got like questions that you want me to ask, or like maybe not questions, but like talking points. That's a better way to put it. If you guys got any like talking points, what's going down, maybe some other ideas for Mother's Day. What are some gifts? Like maybe we can even talk about like, what are some of the best Mother's Day gifts that you've either gotten as a mom or that you've given to your mom or a loved one that is a mom in your life? And maybe that'll give us some inspiration, or everyone else watching some inspiration, because I'm sure if you guys are like me, obviously, like I know my wife, I know my mom, I know the moms in my life, and I know some of the stuff they like, but sometimes it's nice to see different ideas, and it can like stimulate some inspiration and kind of trigger like, ooh, that would be a cool gift or something like that. I'm going to kind of cycle through it. Like, for example, this one's going to be a small, like this one might seem simple.
But even just something like this, a phone mount for a bike. If you have a mom that's also likes cycling and really into it, something like this, you could do a package where you get her like a phone mount. Maybe you get her a new like cycling outfit, get her some shades or some shoes, or I don't know, like you could do like a whole nice little like that's one thing Ashley, my wife, is really good at is like buying products and buying gifts and then packaging them together in a nice little basket, presenting it really, really nicely and beautifully. And like that's like something that I think could be cool. Or if let's say they're, into the gym, like getting them something like that, or if they're into like, again, they're entrepreneur, businesswoman, and they travel, like getting a laptop bag like this, then maybe getting them a power source, like an external power source battery pack that they can go with this. So you get a nice combo. And that's like a beautiful kind of like $55 gift that can be something like I like to get gifts too that like they're going to think it's either an experience or it's a gift that they're going to use frequently and think of me and know that, hey, like I love them and thinking of that every time they get to use it, which is kind of like from my perspective, a cool reminder on, why they're important to us in the first place and that we're thinking of them and then reminding them that we're here and that we love them. Also, like, I'll shift gears here. This is when I was talking to Ashley about, because I know her back and her feet have been sore and tired. So like using even the leg massager, like by Fit King, because we also have a promo code on that. Let me pull this puppy up. I always like lean towards the heated options, more so towards the non-heated, just because obviously heat's amazing, increased blood flow, but maybe you have like a contraindication, which is a fancy way of saying like maybe you have a condition or a diagnosis that like you don't want heat. It can actually cause harm or be detrimental to your health. So that's something obviously your doctor would share with you. You would know if you have that. And if you're unsure, talk to a medical professional. Don't just listen to me because I don't know your exact scenario. So talk to your doctor at the end of the day. And again, that's like my hashtag. I'm going to get that like stamped on my forehead. Hashtag I'm not a doctor. And even eventually I'm going to get my doctorates, probably still in neuroscience or some application of that. Still not going to be an MD. I don't think I'll ever pursue an MD. Maybe I will. Who knows? Just for funsies. But like, even if I were a doctor, I'm still going to have hashtag not a doctor on my forehead for like disclaimer liability or like this is not medical advice kind of a dynamic. But yeah, like self-care, recovery, those kinds of things. I think that's a great opportunity to talk about, especially when it's like Mother's Day or just because like, let's be real, moms out there and those that, have moms, obviously we'll have moms in our lives to different capacities. You will I'm willing to bet 90% of you, if not all of you, put yourself last. You're not going to put yourself first. You're not going to take care of yourself. And I'm not shaming you for that. Because I see it with my wife. I see it with my mom. I see it with all the moms around me. It's so common for moms to like put the kids first, put their partner first, put everyone around them first and not put themselves first. And I think it's our responsibility as the mom's loved ones to remind them, hey, it's okay to put yourself first. Like it's okay to go get a massage. It's okay to take 20 minutes to put your feet up, put the leg massager on. It's okay to just have whatever period of time and go lay down and close your eyes. It's okay to go take a nap. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go after this stream in about like 5 or so minutes to go to Ashley and be like, hey, go take a nap. You need to go close your eyes. Like, cause she woke up early with the girls and all that fun stuff. So doing things like that, I think can really go a long way. So I'm curious from you guys, what do you guys think about that? Cause what do I know? I'm not obviously a mom. I'm a dad. I have my own perspective of my own life experience. So I always love to hear from you guys out there with your life experience on that. And I can keep ranting here and talking about all that fun stuff. And I'm going to kind of go through the carousel. I'll highlight again the Fit King that has not only the leg massager for the calves and the feet, but also has the extension. So it'll go up to above the knee, which is called the quads or the thigh portion. Which again, if you spend a lot of time sitting, this can be something that can be helpful for just increased blood flow in an area you may not be using that much of. And especially if this is old school, especially if you don't use it, you lose it. If you don't use your muscles, they're going to potentially atrophy and break down and you lose them over time. So I'm not saying this is actually going to help keep your muscle on, but it can help increase blood flow to that area, which can make using that muscle easier in the long run. So that's something I always like to kind of share in that perspective. And again, if you guys got questions on that, you let me know. We will break that puppy down. And I'm actually going to text Gina because we got a fun guest coming on the podcast tomorrow night. One of my clients and friends who runs the Poker People We're going to talk about her experience as like a female, as an entrepreneur, a businesswoman. We'll talk about, I think we'll highlight some products on the carousel that are going to be related to having fun, with like poker night or like socializing. Cause there's a really cool, I think, social component. I'm not saying you need to, obviously don't gamble when it comes to like cards and things like that, but like, hey, maybe get a poker table, have some friends over, socialize, hang out. That can be fun. I think sometimes I'm curious. This is what I want to bring up tomorrow. I feel like there's a misconception when it comes to like playing cards that it's like for men only, or it's like a more common like activity for men. But I feel like there's a lot of women that enjoy playing cards, and that like that can be something that maybe we talk about. So I'm curious from you guys, what do you guys think about that? And Gina. So I'm gonna like talk out loud while I'm texting my cousin and my client to set up the podcast tomorrow. Wanted to confirm tomorrow podcast at 10 p.m. Boom, we got the timer going. So again, that's like what I'm thinking is, again, talking about like women entrepreneurship and women in the kind of like poker world or something like that. I'm curious what you guys want. Talk. Bam. And I'm also just going to share. So you guys can also check out thepokerpeople.com. You can check out the Poker People on social media. Again, it's not just about like you can have fun social events. They have some really cool stuff going on. So I'm actually going to share that with my cousin right now. Boom. Copy profile. Bam. All right. So we're bringing it into the home stretch here, y'all. I'm wondering if you guys got any more questions. We got like a couple more minutes. And if not, we'll kind of just bring it home. I'm going to highlight and see if there's anything else I might have missed. What do we got? Again, we got the work. There's just so many cool different accessories. You could do some really cool packages and some gifts for Mother's Day or birthdays coming up or all that fun stuff. The only thing I didn't highlight that I talked about the scooter before, but I didn't highlight that there's 33% off right now. So I just wanted to highlight and mention that really quick. And kind of with that being said, I think we'll start to bring it home here. I'm going to be, again, back tonight for a second stream. We're going to be doing another sponsored stream tonight, going over a humidifier. We got some other fun products, some new stuff that I got going in with just like, again, springtime's here. Could be some great gift ideas. Also just for yourself with springtime being basically right here and around the corner. Let's see what else, y'all. I'm trying to think. I think that's really kind of it. Again, we got the podcast tomorrow. I have it kind of highlighted right here, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Gina and I do that pretty much every single week, except one of us is out of town or like on vacation or something like that. Real family issues. Talking about a variety of different perspectives, but ultimately bringing it back down to like the family dynamic of things, where like fitness and family can overlap, where lifestyle families overlaps. Like again, we're having Laura on from the Poker People. Talk about entrepreneurship and like maybe what I'm curious. I want to ask her a bunch of questions, but especially like family support, her relationships with her partner, her relationships with her business partners. She's got animals. So like how like maybe the business influences that. And like ultimately a lot of it comes back down to the family dynamics and what support can look like and so many different things. So I have lots of inquiries and questions that we're going to dig in with her. And if you guys have questions, feel free to share it on social media, here in the chat, anything like that. But with that being said, y'all, I think we're going to start to slowly bring it home. Cheers to you guys. If you're not following already, please feel free to follow. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later tonight.